The PGA Tour has been the premier organizer for the biggest professional golf tours in North America, with all the biggest names in golf loyalty playing under their purview for generations, till the LIV Golf League came on board. Since then, big names like Bubba Watson and Phil Mickelson have wasted no time switching allegiances. However, not everyone is buying into the hype. The LIV Golf Series began using its deep pockets to entice pro golfers, and the legendary Tiger Woods wasn't left out. They seem to be aiming pretty high, with massive sign-up bonuses and other pecks. If you're interested in learning why Tiger Woods has refused to support the league, what other big-name golfers have to say, and what this new league means for professional golf as a whole, then stick around as we dive deeply into the story. The LIV Series first launched in June, and has played 2 of the 8 proposed events this year. Several high-profile players have joined the rival circuit because of its lucrative guaranteed sign-up contracts and the ability to play for massive purses valued at $25 million. Tiger Woods has represented many of the new and innovative features in the world of golf throughout his career. He's accomplished more for the sport than any other player since Arnold Palmer graced the field. Not only is Woods a student of history, but his advice to fellow players is also widely respected and appreciation for how golf should be played. And as it turns out, the man is still willing to step up when needed and put his money where his mouth is. During a period where we've seen top players such as Dustin Johnson and Phil Mickelson threaten their status with the PGA Tour, a place where they've spent most of their career already, Woods has decided to do the complete opposite. This is according to a statement by the CEO and representative of the Saudi-backed LIV Golf Series, Greg Norman, who revealed that the 15-time major champion had refused an enormous offer to join the LIV circuit in an interview with the Washington Post. First, let's see what Tiger Woods has to say about LIV Golf. LIV Golf has attracted some of the biggest names in professional golf, but many in the new league sites have yet to be seduced. The legendary Tiger Woods, arguably the biggest name in professional golf, was reportedly offered roughly $1 billion to play for the new league. Yet Woods was not enticed, instead opting to speak out about the state of professional golf and, in turn, voicing his criticisms about the new league. When asked about players who have left the PGA to sign with LIV Golf, Woods said, "I disagree with it. I think what they've done is they've turned their back on what has allowed them to get into this position. Some players have never even gotten a chance to experience it. They've gone right from the amateur ranks to that organization." This statement was made after Bryson DeChambeau, once vocally opposed to the new league, signed on to LIV Golf for a contract worth over $125 million. While this change of heart may lead some to believe Tiger playing for LIV Golf is not truly out of the question just yet, it seems as of now that Tiger is intent on not joining LIV Golf anytime soon. This is a scathing indictment from one of the biggest names in professional golf history, even at the tail end of his career. And what does his opinion mean for the LIV League? Since Tiger's remarks, many professional golf fans have been pondering what his words could mean for the professional league. The LIV faced several oppositions, especially from persons who opposed the league's formation due to the antecedents of its sponsors. However, Tiger's objections to the league weren't necessarily about the league's backers. His objections largely pertain to the competitive nature of the sport. The main issue Woods has with the league is that it minimizes the incentive for players, particularly younger players, to practice and go out and earn their stripes, so to speak. It seems as though Woods is of the opinion that professional golfers that have signed on to join LIV Golf are setting a bad example for the younger players. Did Woods turn down a $1 billion offer from the LIV? It appears that the rumors are true. Woods was indeed offered a king's ransom to abandon his long-standing position in the PGA Tour and defect over to LIV Golf. He reportedly turned down an offer of almost $800 million to do so. Earlier this week, in an interview with Fox News, Greg Norman confirmed that Woods turned down a sum valued at $700 million or $800 million to leave the PGA Tour. Norman had previously not confirmed any specific numbers, only revealing that the offer given to Woods was somewhere in the high 9 digits. This would imply that the total sum to sign on the tour was perhaps well over $500 million and maybe even closer to $1 billion. To put this into perspective, so far during his time in the PGA, Woods has earned about $121 million throughout his career, and Forbes believes that his overall net worth is estimated at somewhere around the ballpark of $1.7 billion as of this year. Whether there's any truth to Norman's comments or not, the various complexities involved in a deal this large probably overshadows the sum Woods has made so far in the PGA. The signing bonus doesn't take into account the making of a certain number of starts, such as an ownership stake at the LIV Series and royalties from ticket sales, among other things. All this would easily raise that sign-up purse to somewhere well over $1 billion. Regardless, the point is that Woods has reportedly refused an eye-watering sum, which would be enough to make any normal person switch sides in an instant. To give you an understanding of the sum that Woods turned down, $1 billion would mean that you could retire that very day and never have to worry about food or bills for as long as you live, and still have enough money left by the time you pass, that your next generation would never have to work a day of their lives either. That's huge. Not only did Woods prove how unshakable his character is, but he also held true to his statement that he made in support of the PGA Tour late last year. That's where my legacy is. It's good enough that Woods has maintained his stance that he won't support the league. But why did he turn down the offer? Well, Woods has already managed to amass a $1 billion fortune throughout his career, so he doesn't need another $750 million to be fair. But it's still an outrageous sum to not only be offered, but also rejected. Woods has earned $120.9 million during his time with the PGA Tour, with the rest coming from off-course endorsements such as advertising and sponsorship deals. Regardless of his net worth, there was also another reason why Woods didn't put much thought into taking the offer. When asked about his opinion of top golfers making their way to the rival LIV circuit at the Open Championship, he responded by saying that the idea perplexed him. He explained that LIV players don't earn any official World Golf Rankings points, meaning they could possibly end up not being able to take part in playing in any of the future major championships. However, Woods is also disappointed with the players who have signed up so far. Woods has made it clear just how disappointed he is with those players who have chosen to join the LIV Series. Not only does he believe that the LIV Commissioner, Greg Norman, has done irreparable damage to the sport, but also that every player who joined the Saudi-sponsored circuit has all turned their backs on what allowed them to get into the position they are in today, namely the PGA Tour. Speaking at the 150th anniversary of the British Open, the 46-year-old gave his harshest criticisms on the rival circuit yet. He pointed out how the league doesn't gain you any world ranking points and suggested that players who played for guaranteed money would not have any incentive to put an effort into being good at the game. I know what the PGA Tour stands for, what we have benefited from this tour, and what we have done. To be able to be better at the game and earn what we get and trophies we won and the history that has been part of the game. He continued, Greg attempted this stunt in the early 90s and it didn't work then, and now he's trying to make it again, and it's not in the game's best interest. I think the European Tour, PGA Tour, and all governing bodies of the game of golf see it differently than what Greg sees. Since he has won all 4 of his majors, the 46-year-old doesn't need any ranking points himself to take part in major championships. He can enter all of the Open tournaments as well as the PGA Championships until he's 60, and he also has a lifetime entrance into the Masters. Although his US Open exemption lasts for another year, there's no doubt that he'll receive more exemptions from the USGA after that. Well, it's only normal that not everyone will share Woods' opinion. Woods isn't the only pro golfer who the LIV organization has tried to buy off, though he was the most expensive offer. While many younger players have signed on to this exciting new league, many in the professional golf community have been stunned by the number of older big-name golfers joining the league. This list includes 9 of the top 40 golfers in the world rankings, including the number 2 highest earning professional golfer in the world, Phil Mickelson. Other than the former number 1, quite a few top golfers have switched over to the other side. Phil Mickelson tops the list with a $200 million signing bonus, which Forbes estimates he received half of up front. He was followed by 3 other ex-PGA golfers, Brooks Koepka, Dustin Johnson, and Bryson DeChambeau. Other big names include the former number 1 Martin Kaymer, as well as rising talents such as Taylor Gooch. Suffice it to say, LIV has been putting some big names under their cash-incentivized wings, and it looks like until the Saudi government stops funding the endeavor, they are here to stay. So what do you think about Tiger Woods' opinion on the LIV? Let us know in the comments below.